Ciao a tutti, Stefano here, and in this video I'm gonna talk how to find your true goal and break free from this false goal we are attracted all the time. Now I have decided to put this video as a trailer so you know what this YouTube channel is all about. In this video I'm gonna talk how to find your goal, but also I'm gonna explain you the reality creation principles that I use to create my own reality, my dream reality, and so you can use it as well for your life. Now I can share so many things in this channel, but if you want to know more about how to find your true goal and other principles, reality creation principles that will help you to find your dream reality, then I will put the link below to book the one-on-one free consulting with me. I hope I'll see you there. Now with that, let's get started. As I said, I'm gonna talk how to find your true goal and break free from this false goal that we always attracted for. Now, the false goal, and many people knows about it, the false goal will always bring you disappointment, no matter what. You can also achieve your false goal, but it's gonna be either when after a long time that you started to follow this goal, or you just will get hold and you will realize that this was your false goal, and so you lost all this time looking for the goal. Now I want to ask you a question. Is it really worth it missing the unique opportunity of this life, the unique opportunity that someone gave us, right, of this life, spending valuable time, your time that is so valuable? Remember, time is the most valuable thing that you have. Correcting your mistakes, right? I hope that makes sense. Is that really worth it, spending all your time behind something that is not yours, or correcting your mistakes, or to find your true goal? Well, if your answer is to find your true goal and you want to find it, please make sure you stick until the end of this video. Now, I'll give you an example, a very simple example, but of course you can apply this principle to what I'm saying right now. Let's say you want to go shopping, you want to shop clothes, you are going to one shop that you like, right? And you want to buy some clothes, and you spend so much time to find the right clothes because that's what you have in your mind, right? Now, the thing is that sometimes you see this beautiful pants or beautiful shirt and say, oh, I want this, or this beautiful coat. So you say, I want this, you buy it, then you go home and you realize that wasn't what you wanted. So probably you wear it 1 or 2 days and then you throw it in your wardrobe. Now, this happens to me a lot. I'm going there and for some reason I'm distracted from these clothes that they look good anyway, but it wasn't my style, and so every time I have to throw these clothes. Now you can apply this in real life. That means that sometimes we always go behind this shiny object, thinking that they are our goal, but that's not true. Every day we set goals that are useless and we don't really need it. But I'm gonna go on this subject a bit back. Now, what I'm gonna say now are something that we teach in our program, the Winner Circle program, and also I talk in the channel. Now, the first one is, if you are more stressed, if you get stressed over achieving this goal because you can't see results, then what will you attract will just be more stress, right? So if more stress you get, more stress you will attract. Now this is part of the law of attraction principles, but also of one of the main principles of creating your dream reality, which is excess potential. Now I have made a few videos about this, so you can go and check it out if you want. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please go and subscribe. I share 3 times a week videos about how you can create your dream reality. Now, let's coming back to this concept, excess potential. In a few words, excess potential is when you put too much importance on something, and so you lose some balance. You create this imbalance. So when there is this imbalance, the nature wants to balance the back. Okay, and what happens is the nature will decide if you will get it or not. Many times, nature goes, always decide the most comfortable thing, which is not giving you what you want. Okay, so creating this imbalance will just bring you disappointment and will not get you anywhere in life. So you must learn to not give too much importance to something, right? I always say this: if you put something on a pedestal, you will never achieve it. Like a girl, if you met this beautiful girl and you put it on a pedestal, there are, if you are a girl, the man is the same thing. I think, more when you are obsessed about something, you will just lose, the person that you are obsessed with will just lose the interest in you. And not because you are ugly or because you don't dress good, it's just how it is. It's just the law of reality creation. Now, when you are busy making choice or decision, because that means you are you're too busy of giving importance to this goal, only your mind is working. And here we come back to another concept of reality creation, which is the union between heart and mind. Very powerful as well. Very, very powerful. Because the heart always knows what's right or not. Not all the time, but most of the time, the heart knows what's right for you. But unfortunately, it's very hard to listen to the heart because we all have this noise in our mind, all the noise of your thoughts, right? So it's very hard to listen your heart. Now, if something feels not comfortable when you do something, it never happened to you that that's intuition, that you are doing something and you feel from the inside that it's not correct, but the mind will try to persuade yourself, will try to convince that that's the right thing. Well, you need to find this balance, this union between heart and mind. And listening to your heart more will sure, and I promise that, bring you on the lifeline that you want, on the reality that you want to achieve. Now, if you find hesitating yourself, remember, it's not yours. If you find yourself hesitating on taking some decision, then it's not yours. If you are going to shop in clothes and you find hesitating yourself about these clothes, I say, oh, maybe should I get it, should I not? Then it's not yours, because that's the heart telling you no. But the mind, of course, oh no, that's beautiful. Oh, it's expensive. Oh, people will love it, but it doesn't really think by yourself. Mind is all about logic. Mind is all about, oh my God, shiny object. Okay, so if you know, it's important that you are aware of this when you take this decision right now. Now, as I say, the mind will try to persuade or convince yourself. But remember, if you have to persuade yourself to have something, then it's not yours. Then it's not yours. If something is for real yours, then you don't need to convince yourself if you want it or not, if you will achieve it or not, right? Now, another important principles that we use to help our clients to improve their reality is you need to let go the desire to achieve your goal. And now you will say, of course, yeah, so I want to achieve that, so I need to leave all my goals, all my dreams, right? No, I'm not saying that. You just need to let go this importance that you have in order to achieve these dreams. You can take action without pressuring yourself. You can take action without all the time thinking that if you don't achieve this dream, you will not be happy, right? So instead of pressuring yourself, instead of having this burning desire to achieve your goal, let it go. Find, ask yourself, what's going to happen if I'm not achieving this? When you ask yourself this question, you will find out that, nothing will happen if nothing will happen if you are not going to achieve this goal, or something will just change, or you're just going to move from one thing to another. So always try to find what's the worst thing that can happen, right? And release this desire, release the desire to achieve your goal. Now, I always said that life can be easy as a holiday, can be easy as you are in holiday every day, if you allow it to be, if you allow it to be, because you have the freedom to choose. Now, what I advise to you, because then you're gonna ask, okay, how can I release this desire? Well, you need to listen consciously to your feelings. Again, listen consciously to your feelings means listen to your heart all the time. Don't just listen what your mind is telling you all the time. The feelings will tell you if that's right or that's wrong. I hope that makes sense. If not, please leave a comment. I'll try to explain, or just interact with me. If you don't listen consciously to your feeling, what will happen in your life is that your life will become a continuous battle for the place under the sun. And really, you don't want to spend all your life battling because you are not achieving something, or because you're struggling, because everybody is in a bad situation once in their life. But remember, the most successful people were in a bad situation as well, and they got there because they were listening to their feelings, and they stopped battle for the place under the sun. I want to ask you a question. What does happiness looks like to you? Maybe something you will have once you achieved your goal. Well, if that's your question, I'm sorry. That's your answer. Sorry. I'm sorry, that's wrong. That's totally wrong. Because happiness is what you experience during your journey to find your goal, to achieve your goal. If happiness is something you will achieve when your goal is achieved, then the goal that you are trying to achieve is not yours. Remember that. Try to find happiness in every day. Enjoy the moment. When you take action, do it for the sake of enjoying the process, not because you're trying to achieve that goal. Remember, release this important and try to enjoy the moment. I hope that makes sense. Now, I want to explain you what a false goal looks like. And that's really life-changing, because at least you know what a false goal looks like. And if you have a pen or a piece of paper, please take note, because that's really important. Now, a false goal looks like an obligation. It feels like an obligation. It feels like, okay, let's say you are working on 9 to 5, and then there are some friends that they are inviting you to go out and say, oh no, I have to do this. That's an obligation. That's not because you're trying to achieve something. Okay? So if you need to work on your goal today or tomorrow night, and someone is inviting you and you feel like, oh, I need to do this, then I don't think you are enjoying, achieving this goal. So try to understand, try to be aware. It feels like an obligation. If it feels like an obligation, then you need to think, you need to rethink, you need to try to rethink about your goal. Now, a false goal is presented as fashionable and prestigious. Shiny balls all over the place right now, right? YouTube, affiliate marketing, coaching, get rich quick, right? Be careful about that, because those energies, those things will just take your time and consume you till you are 90, till you are dead. So be careful. False goals are presented as prestigious and fashionable. And also, the humankind is always attracted from something that seems unachievable. Like the beautiful girl you saw, that job, that seems unachievable. Okay, so be careful about that. Now I'll give you an example. Let's say there is this guy that wants to, he likes to sing, but this guy he's a grown up, he's an adult, and his voice is very bad. His voice is, and he doesn't have he does know nothing about music, but he always tells himself and others, so why not me? What I have that what other people have that I don't have. And so he's spending all his life trying to sing, which cannot, which is not his thing. So I think instead of battling against that, and of course I'm not saying that you cannot learn that, but if you see yourself that you are not improving, you don't get results, after a while you should really be aware of that and say, look, okay, I think I should let go of this and learn some new stuff. Okay, so don't get angry, don't be negative on what you can do, right? Because if there is one thing that you can do, there will be 1,000 things that you probably can do, right? So ask yourself many times, is that you really want? Do you really want this with all your heart and soul, or are you just enjoying it, wanting it? Ask yourself this question, very important. Now, a false goal is imposed by others. What I mean by that? Now, we all know in the online world right now that people are sending you messages on Instagram and on Facebook by being the gurus that will take you to financial freedom. Well, be careful about that. Again, shiny object, right? Don't trust other people that tell you, I will take you to the top, on the top of the world, because you are the only one that can define your goal. Nobody can define your goal, just you. Now, a last thing that false goal can do, it will give you this inner tension. If you feel uncomfortable, if it feels not right, if it feels anxious, then your heart is saying, no, don't do it. If you feel tension, if you feel like you are obligated, then that's not the right goal for you. Okay? This goal makes you feel good, it makes you feel like you want more, or it doesn't. Answer this question for you. Answer this question, right? And also, if you want, you can leave a comment how the goal that you are trying to achieve and how it makes you feel, so I can understand if that's something that can be for you, or also it can be something for you to understand it. So please leave a comment below. Now, at this point you might ask, so how can I find my true goal? How can I find it, Stefano? Because you're talking about these false goals, and you talk about release this importance. How can I find my true goal, your true goal? Well, there are not too many answers to that. No, there are not too many answers, because nobody can give you this answer. It's just you, because your true goal is just in your heart, in your mind, in your heart, right? Nobody can define your goal, as I said, just you. But what I can tell you is, you will find sometimes the answer of this when you are alone, you are relaxing, and you are just listening to the rustle of the morning star, you say, which is your heart, which is the voice of your heart. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but this takes time. If you are constant to it, and if you just switch yourself off from this, from your phone, from Instagram, because this is also a big thing in our life. And also me, I use a lot my phone. And what I have seen is that it really takes me out from what I really want. It takes me out from what I really think, what I wanna really think. Because you see your phone, see the phone, and so the phone, your mobile phone, will give you what to think. Will give you these incoming thoughts from outside. Will create the thoughts of your head. So just sometimes just switch off. Go somewhere in the nature, relax, and try to find yourself. Try to answer yourself what I really want. There is something that we human, we all do a lot, and that's, we think what we really want. We think what's, we try to find our goal when we are under pressure. And if you say no, that's wrong, because I do a lot. Just 3 days ago, I was under pressure. I was a bit stressed. I was anxious. And I was like, oh, I want a motorbike, right? Because I wanted to escape from this setback. I wanted to escape from, my fear, probably not achieving the results I wanted to achieve this week. So you are just projected, to have something in order to forget, in order to release this fear that you have. So be careful of that. Don't take decision when you're under pressure. Relax, think about it again, and try to find the solution. When you try to find a goal, and that's probably, I'm not the only one that tells you, don't try to define your goal by saying, oh, I want to be rich and happy. That was me. I had pieces of paper on the wall, and I was saying that, oh, I want to be rich and happy, I want to be wealthy, I want to be healthy. That's not enough. You must give a description of what you really want. Because if you want to be happy or money, remember, the soul doesn't want money. It wants the mean to achieve, to get the money. Well, it doesn't want the money. It wants the mean to achieve that money, right? So if you think about money, you will never achieve the goal. Start to think about the real thing that you want, and give a good description to it. How you intend to achieve this, to earn this €1,000,000. How do you intend? Don't say I want to be a millionaire. How do you intend to be a millionaire? Ask this question to you. Remember, your goal cannot be determined by a temporary need. Now, as I said before, I was saying that every day we have these 1,000 goals. We have 1,000 goals that, we won't have. I want a motorbike, I want a dog, I want a cat, I want a car, I want an helicopter, I want a jet. Take this out from your life, because you don't need this. Most of the goals that we put every day, they are useless, and they are not helping us to be happy. They are not helping us to get out from depressions. They're not helping us to be financial free, to get this freedom, this time freedom that we want to have. What you really need to ask yourself, what do you want most out of life? In a long term, in 5 years, in 6 years. Don't ask yourself what you want now. Ask yourself what your life will look like in a 5-10 years time, right? And also, people will tell you, don't think about the future, think about the present. I'm not saying that this will get you to project yourself in the future. No, I'm just saying that this will make you more clarity for yourself in order to achieve your goal. Now, ask yourself what will make you happy, joyful. What will make your life happy and joyful? Define the goal right here, right now. Find your answer. Find what you really want, because I know the answer is there, right? Just relax. Be calm, because I know your goal will be achieved. I know my goal will be achieved. And I just don't need to pressure it, because I know one day it will just come, right? And this is the power of intention, which is another principle of reality creation that I talk a lot in my YouTube channel. So if you want to check it out, go and check it out. Now with that, I conclude this video. I hope that made sense. And again, there are things that I cannot share in this channel. So if you want to know more, please, I will put the link for the one-on-one free consult with me. So we can have this chat 45 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, and see if we are a good fit to work together, or if just I can help you for a free consult. Really, I just wanna help people to find their own goal with these reality creation principles. I hope that made sense. I hope this video helped you a lot, and I guess that's all. That's what my YouTube channel is about, and I hope you will subscribe to it and that you will have an amazing day. Thank you.